There's actually one thing I really like that I do like one thing, even though it's two fingers. There's actually one thing I forgot last time, and we went into the vaults on Bloodmoon Island and tried to help the people there imprisoned for all eternity, possessed by demons. And we also met one young girl and got her to stay on the Lady Vengeance. And before we go to the next area, I want to look for her. So, see where she is. I think she's not on the deck, so let's just look into our ship. Oh yeah, the Silent Monks. Ah, the guy from the Lone Wolves.
Corbin, the Fletcher you rescued from Roost Anon at the Culwood Mills, sparks to
Thanks for
life at the
reminding.
sight of you and breaks into a great grin.
Oh yeah? Oh, I mean, hey, how are you? All settled in myself? Can't tell you how glad I am to be here. And thank you for bringing me.
Happy to hear that. You are quite welcome here.
I feel it, you know? I really do.
Let me have a look at your wares.
By all means.
Oh, so he would be a huntsman teacher. Got a lot of bows and arrows and all the nice things we can't use. Yeah, also like finesse based armor, which seems nice, but I mean, we got our very special vulture armor. Oh. Well, alright, let's have a look. Do you remember the battle against them? Where I turned him into a chicken, but it didn't start the fight, so he just ran away as a chicken and it didn't really do anything. Good old times. The ship is surprisingly empty people-wise. Then just go a bit deeper. Right. Yeah, I think Tarquin is upstairs, not here anymore. And the cat seems to be gone, right? But that's Salora. But there was a cat here. Weird. The skeletal cat of Dallas. Everyone's gone. Ah! There she is. Our possessed child. Better safe than sorry.
The little girl doesn't acknowledge your presence. She remains locked away somewhere deep within her own mind.
Let's see how that's going to go. Like if we ever find means to wake her up, if the demon like possesses her and wakes her up completely. Okay, but I think then we can finally go to the Nameless Isle. Oh, and by the way, it took me like forever, but I found a way to get those weird transparency source issues to fix, so now you can see it like it looks in the game. Same for those points here, so yeah. I hope it's better.
Aren't you supposed to be off learning how to become the divine and whatnot?
Melody, I've actually pretty bad news. My Sasiva has died. I'm sorry.
Her eyes flash with something. Anger perhaps, or fear.
But never mind. We better focus on the task at hand.
She looks straight ahead, ignoring you.
Maybe because of the deal they had? Like, that's why she's angry or disappointed? Can't really believe her to be actually compassionate. Yeah, besides that, I've actually learned where to go next for Divinity. I know the way to the Nameless Isle.
Well, aren't you industrious? It seems all the riffraff's back aboard as well. Ready to set sail when you are, Your Holiness.
Not at all mocking. Yeah, everyone's aboard. That's coming aboard, so I think we're ready to sail.
Fantastic. Now, on to the interesting part.
After many adventures, the party finally reached the place where Godwoken go to become divine. But more surprises and difficult choices awaited.
I am hyped.
Come, Quercus.
Here we are, the Nameless Isle. Here I thought Melody was unimaginative. Still, it's what's on the inside that counts, isn't that right? And this is the place you're meant to become a god. I can't help but wonder exactly what you intend to do with such a power.
Once I got that power, I will do everything necessary for the good of the realm.
I have no doubt about that, but do remember, you can do what's good for you, too. All things in balance, you know. You'll want to hurry now. Divinity is waiting, after all.
Do you have like any idea what I could expect on the island?
Excellent question. Normally, this place ought only to be known to Godwoken, but judging by the ships burning in the bay, there's been a breach, let's call it. Regardless of who's on the island, all that matters is who ascends. Make sure that's you.
How was there a breach? Maybe it's because Alexander's still alive? Because he's Godwoken too, so maybe trying to get Magistus on there? I have to see what kind of ships are there.
The strongest will survive and ascend.
Do you know anything more about this wellspring? It's the one Amadia mentioned.
I'm hardly an expert on the matter, but I'm smart enough to put two and two together. Where there is an ocean of source, there is a well for drawing from it. To rise to divinity, you probably need to take a gulp. Though I'm sure it won't be that simple.
Okay. Oh, we can talk to Lohse. It's a bit hidden.
Okay, wait. Before we go any further, there's something I want to ask you.
Ask away.
Okay, so... Did you hear the one about the pregnant lich?
What? Fire away.
She forgot her prophylactory. You're very generous, thank you.
Oh, what?
I just want to lighten the mood, the smallest of scooches. I mean, we're at the Nameless Isle. One of us is about to ascend to divinity, and we still don't know exactly who. I guess things are about to get, interesting.
I guess so, but I wish you all the luck.
Same to you, Chief. Same to you. And when push comes to shove, I'll try not to shove too hard.
Okay, let's talk to Celora.
Look at
Bugging
that
around.
island, Quercus. Covered in forest. A true forest. Can you smell it? Over the stink of the water. Millennia of mulch. Those woods are ancient. Where better to find a clue about the Great Acorn? Some of those trees could even date back to the first forest. The Knights of Dre will never find us here. A perfect sanctuary to pause and complete our research.
To pause. I can't pause here, there's way too much to be done.
It shouldn't leave so quickly, Quercus. There's still work to be done.
The squirrel reaches out and hands you a piece of bark, covered in tiny, scratched handwriting.
Something I discovered in your lizard friend's basement. She won't miss it. Use it well.
Not anymore, I guess. Ah, recipes. It would be cool. I just wanted to say it would be cool if you could see which got added. Vampiric hunger. Interesting. So it's Hydrosophist and Scoundrel. We don't really got that combination. Might be interesting though to still craft that one and see what it does.
Gareth greets you warmly. He's oddly chipper. More chipper than you've ever seen him, and certainly more chipper than most people mourning dead loved ones.
I should thank you. I don't know what came over me. Praise Lucian I had you to put me on the right track.
Still my condolences. You've been through a lot, my friend.
I'm grateful for your kindness. I needed time to think. My parents led good lives. I'd rather celebrate them for the love they gave me than to wail over their loss. Besides, we have work to do. Once we anchor at the Nameless Isle, I'll scout ahead, see if I can help locate the council and ease the way. I'll report to you on what I find.
You know, that might not be the best idea.
Nonsense. I just had to take time to renew my spirit.
Oh boy.
Lucian said, I will refresh the tired and satisfy the weary. Words as true today as when he said them.
Gareth offers his farewell and hums to himself. You recognize the tune, Blessed and Bold, a hymn praising Lucian.
I mean, I'm happy he's not that angry anymore, but I would love to tell a bit about Lucian. What we found out so far. The rope's looking a bit weird. Tarquin!
Quite a journey I've found myself on with you. Is this where it ends, I wonder?
Yeah, and you know, this island seems to be really full of dangers. Just look at all those burning ships around us. Do you have maybe any advice how to proceed?
Dangers indeed. You can almost hear the sounds of battle when the wind shifts correctly. And where there's battle, there's bound to be mercenaries. Gleku Duma, the words of the lone wolves. No doubt my former comrades will have them in their employ. Speak their words, and you might pass. Speak their words, and you might pass. Consider it a token of my thanks for the assistance in retrieving anathema.
What exactly do you mean by former comrades? Who did you serve?
Pursuit of my interests has led me to fall in with some disreputable company in my time. For a short while, one such group was the Black Ring.
Ah.
I know, not something to be proud of, but they let me do as I wished, so desperate they were for aid after the death fog cut them down to size. A fine arrangement, until they started preaching about this God King and his infernal covenant.
Yeah. Of course they are on the same side, God King and Black Ring.
He snorts derisively.
The last thing this world needs is another would-be god, and an army of fools willing to follow him.
What exactly is this covenant though? I've heard of it quite a few times.
It's a sop to all the fools who think that someone will grant them power and immortality in return for loyalty. This God King has caused to make war with the Seven, and the Covenant is how he's gathered his army. They become sworn, as it was put to me, bound to serve, die, and be reborn for the God King for as long as he wishes. Then at some ill-defined point in the future, they think they'll be rewarded.
The dying and being reborn for the God King. So maybe Mortis was also working for him.
You should have seen them all. On their knees, worshipping a new tyrant just to spite 7 old ones. I got away from them while I still could. Unfortunately, Dallas was waiting to snatch me.
Alright, I want you to tell me everything you know about the God King.
There's a clue in the name. He's a god, or something that wants to be a god. Continue to march to the Seven's Beat, and I'm sure you'll find out exactly what he is. They're all the same, you know. Tyrants, liars, carrion birds. The best thing would be for them all to destroy each other and leave the rest of us to live in peace.
Have you maybe ever heard of something called the Ethereum?
Try as he might, Tarquin cannot hide a small flash of surprise.
Where did you hear that precisely? Never mind. The Aetiran is a children's fable, nothing more. Supposedly a wand with an infinite capacity for source? Pure nonsense, I assure you.
Well, actually, the Magisters seem to believe it is real. They've been looking for it, in fact.
Really? Well, perhaps that says more about the caliber of their intellect than anything else. Such a device would be a gross overconcentration of power. It could purge the entire world of all source. Luckily, the laws of the universe render such a thing impossible.
Interesting. Let's see if there's anything that might be cool.
I've got sword fighters, mages, archers.
Yeah, so it
all
can't
willing to
sort
fight
by
your
level.
side if the price is
Head.
right.
Scar Necromancer Persuasion. I like his with the strength more.
Whatever type of companion you need, I can provide.
I think we just looked for interesting equipment, so... Dekmar of the Four Sisters.
The golden-haired woman in front of you casts an appraising eye over your attire. Slowly and deliberately, she winks at you.
Isn't the sea breeze marvelous, darling? I mean, aside from that rancid smell. Oh, mind my manners. Welcome to Four Sisters, the sole distributors of sorcerous sundries in all of Rivellon. Now, don't be shy. Tell me, how can I help you?
How exactly did you get aboard the ship? I just noticed you.
Oh, darling. Malady invited me, of course. She said you'd need all the help you could get.
She looks around with a gleam of horror in her eye.
And it looks like she was... right.
Wow, should I be offended? You know, any interesting tales of adventure you have? Maybe some to match my own?
Oh my. I wasn't always a merchant on the seas, you know. Before I hitched a ride on your ship, I had many adventures. There was a time my ex, a real piece of bad news named Riker, had me steal a phoenix. The time my other ex, Roost, made me camp out in the forest for days.
Okay.
Days. Not to mention the time I got involved with a nasty piece of work named Niles. The less said about that, the better.
Too many coincidences. And wow, Niles.
Truth be told,
I judge
I've had a
you.
lot of bad adventures in love. But I keep looking.
Looking directly at you, she plucks her hairpins from her hair one by one, murmuring to each before flinging it into the sea.
He loves me. He loves me not. He loves me. He loves me not.
They seem to be quite different, the sisters.
He loves me.
With an effusive and slightly disconcerting smile, she shakes all her hair free. Beaming, she hands over a small, delicately wrapped package.
Okay.
Now that I know I have your affection, Here's a little token of my own.
I actually ran into one of your sisters in Driftwood. She seemed to be quite different from you.
I hope the scars will heal in time. Please tell me that my dear sister equipped you well with sorcerer's sundries.
Nah, she wasn't too friendly, but she did.
Wonderful. And maybe I can make you even happier. How about this? If you can guess the answer to my riddle, I'll give you a delightful discount on sorcerer's sundries.
That seems to be their theme. Sure.
That's the spirit. Come closer so I can tell you. A little closer. Perfect. In the race for my heart.
She looks deep into your eyes.
If you passed the admirer in second place, what place would you be in?
Cuff and hope she hears what she wants to hear. If you pass the second place, you're the new second place. I know. No, I'm already your number one. That's easy. Second.
She shoots you a dangerous smile, all teeth and peril.
Looks like you can spot a winner just as well as I can. For that, you can have a slinky little discount on sorcerer's sundries.
Alright, show me what you got. Ah, they're so expensive. Yeah, buy the diamond dust for Lohse's armor.
So soon? Oh, that's too bad. It gets so lonely here.
Maybe it would have been smarter to steal the diamond dust. Oh well. Ah, great, I'm encumbered. Ah! Off to the ship. Nice. So, welcome to the Nameless Isle. Let me just sort my equipment. Alright. I'm a bit scared for Gareth. So maybe let's just get after him.
His bodies have been purged.
Wait, is he... I think he teleported away. Great, purged corpses. Okay. It looks a little bit smaller than the Reaper's Coast. But let's see. Okay, here was the ship. Let's just have a look at those corpses. Damage is this. Oh. There's one of the ships. With some chests. So Lohse, come get them. Oh wow. Nothing. Okay, some money. Okay, a single mushroom. So far, so unamazing. Yeah. Okay. Der It looks interesting, very source driven.
Before you stands a shrine of a particularly strange design. You've seen machinery like this before, in the cave beneath the Black Pits. Here too, the apparatus thrums with power and seems to pull you in.
Fane lets it take him. Ah, it's just the waypoint here. I thought it would like take our source again for something. Majesty's Diary. We have ascended the mountain, but our path to the wellspring is blocked by a gate that refuses to open. The court is filled with statues to the seven, each with runes of the sun or the moon, but I cannot discern their purpose. I will investigate the temples, for I do believe that the reminder of the diary is waterlogged and illegible. Great. The intestines. I still wonder how like all the other people got here. Should I go here? I don't know what to do. Yeah, let's just explore there, and if it's like too high of a level, can always turn back. Or maybe I can't even get up there. Out of sight. Because it shouldn't be a matter of the distance. Ah. Haha. Energy chest. Ooh, holy hand grenade. So basically a reverse grenade healing. Mid-air saving. Interesting isle with a whole volcano.
Part of the Divine Order's fleet by the look of it. Hellfire must have rained down on them.
Oh. I don't have too much compassion for them though. Okay. Nice, another waypoint. But if you look at the top, it looks a bit like the teleporter pyramids. Maybe it just calls it a pyramid, but still. I mean, they do teleportation too, right? Okay. Can climb up there. Don't think you're supposed to go down here. And I could jump over there. Ah, there's a chest. Let's get it. Go for the loot. Let's jump here. Empirio the Stalwart. It's just a crab. Interesting, like this whole lava river just in an island close to the sea. Okay, let's climb up and see what's there. Ah, there's the Shadow Prince. Ooh. I think that's Amadia, right? Right?